On June 17th, 2004,
I was 7.
hunters killed a hog 12 feet long, weighing over 1,000 pounds.
Now, quick pause. I don't know anything about hogs. Does it sound big? Yes, that could just be a normal hog. Continue. Tell me about your big hog.
Alapaha. I don't know how to say this. Georgia. It's in Georgia.
Georgia.
Tonight we're talking about the one and only Hogzilla. This is My Neighbor Mothman.
Hogzilla?
Hogzilla.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
Yeah. That's a good nickname. It's a good nickname to have in high school. Oh, God. So I'm Levi. This is Zachary.
This is Zachary and Zachary. And
welcome to My Neighbor Mothman, our cryptids podcast.
That's such a good name.
So this is going to be the first time that we're covering a cryptid that is confirmed.
It's confirmed.
This is a confirmed actual thing that existed.
Then it's not a cryptid. It's just
It was.
It was, but no longer.
Yeah.
All right. Can't.
So
do
here's
it.
how we got
Close
here.
the notes.
Here's how we got here.
Right.
I started clicking through my cryptids.
Got in the
list.
car, drove over here.
And I was like, I'm going to look at the Honkeem turtle because it was one marked on this list as former. And I'm like, what does that mean? Turns out it means it's real. People thought it wasn't. Which led me to...
It's a scary looking turtle.
It's a scary looking turtle, right? First sighting was in 1998.
I was 1.
Yeah.
That could have been me.
I was 4.
I could have seen it. Maybe I did. Sorry.
But this was proven by National Geographic alongside Hogzilla and Congo elephants.
Now I don't know what. I do know what. I've got a grasp of what Hogzilla is.
Yeah.
Very big hog. What's a Congo elephant?
It's an elephant that lives in the Congo.
Okay, so they just didn't think elephants lived there.
Yeah. Kind of like they just recently found out there are like 8 species of giraffe.
How?
So they thought the spots were just unique.
They're different species?
And it turns out they're different species. They thought there were just 2 different species of giraffe, and it turns out there's like 8.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Giraffes are terrifying.
Absolutely. But
Hogzilla. That's what we're here
Hogzilla is why we're here.
for. It is why we're here.
Now I'm pulling this up because I want you to see Hogzilla.
That is a big hog.
That's a big hog.
That's a big old hog.
That's a fat hog.
That dude's holding a huge hog.
Look at that dude's massive hog. So this is Fayetteville, Georgia.
Tell me more about this man's big hog.
Let me make sure this is the right one. Yes.
So Fayetteville, Georgia. I don't know where that is.
Fayetteville?
How is that relative to us?
Man, we're going to pull up maps again. I'm not going to use ley lines this time.
Just hog lines. Google hog lines for me. Please don't Google that.
Fayetteville, Georgia.
When you type in
misspelled it.
Fayetteville, there's a lot before that.
So it's here.
That is a small...
And we're like over here.
And now you've clicked off of it.
I opened up the Wikipedia for Fayetteville.
I wonder if it's got...
And we're like...
What is that picture to the right?
There's the city and then there's the county.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
So that's like western Georgia.
We could go find Hogzilla.
I mean, we could, except Hogzilla was shot and killed in 2004.
Oh, so it was just one.
It was 1.
Do we know that?
So that we'll find out in a minute.
Oh, man. Now I'm the cold open.
So, this was on Ken Holyoke's Fish Farm and Hunting Reserve. They shot this creature. Mm-hmm. Chris Griffin, no relation.
To who?
Peter.
Oh, God. So, it was on what? It was on a fishing reserve?
It was a fish farm and hunting reserve. So basically he owned a big chunk of land and let people hunt there for money.
For some reason, I was thinking that a hunting reserve. Well, I was thinking like a fish reserve. I was like, you can't get fish there. But I guess a hunting reserve wouldn't make sense if you can't hunt there. All right, go ahead.
But they shot the pig, right?
The hog.
The hog.
This dude's big hog.
This dude's big hog. Using a Smith & Wesson Model 550 caliber revolver.
So they shot it with a pistol.
Big old pistol. 9 times they shot this pig
Man.
with 50 caliber.
Wait, a 50 cal? That's a
50
big
caliber
pistol.
revolver.
That's a big pistol. This dude's got a big pistol and a big old hog.
This is Hellboy's pistol. Essentially.
Never seen it.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun with time. But yeah, 12 feet long, over 1,000 pounds.
It's a big hog.
1 year later, over a year.
All right.
They exhumed the animal's remains.
Okay.
And
Makes
by
sense.
they, I mean National Geographic documentary Monster Quest.
Cool. So they said, I want to look at this big old
Yeah,
hog
we need
bone.
proof.
I need to look at this dude's big bone.
That's what it was. It was like, we need proof of how fat your hog was.
Tonight on Monster Quest, look at this dude's big old hog.
Like, they pulled out forensic scientists. In 2005, they determined Hogzilla actually weighed 800 pounds.
800 pounds.
Which, nothing to shake a stick at there.
Well,
Nothing to shake a 50 caliber revolver at.
apparently, God, dude.
And was somewhere between 6.9 feet and 8.6 feet long.
I thought it said 12 feet long.
Yep, that's what they said. You ever gone fishing and caught a fish?
No.
And as you catch it, every time you tell the story, the fish gets a little longer.
I know I'm wearing a camouflage hoodie.
I'm wearing a camouflage hat.
I don't know anything about fishing.
That's fair.
This is just achievement hunter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's some Achievement Hunters. I got an Adidas hat on, so, you know.
So they lied. They lied about the size of his hog.
Yeah, but I mean, that's common with hunting, you know? I
Okay.
shot a buck, it had 38 points on it.
Now that iOS 13's out, they've got that ruler app. You can't lie about your hog size anymore, dog.
Oh. So they did DNA testing on this hog, revealing that it was a hybrid of a wild boar, which it looks like, right?
Yes. I've seen those on Lost.
And a domestic pig.
Okay, now domestic pigs get very big.
Yeah, it was a Hampshire pig, which got me into
Hampshire
looking
pigs.
into Hampshire pigs.
What is that? How
They're
big are
noted
those?
for being well-muscled and rapid growers.
Okay.
So in that would explain how a hog could get that big that fast.
Now, what do we mean that fast?
Because prior to this, there wasn't, like, sightings of a hog that size.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's like how it could grow from a piglet to a 800-pound hog.
How it grew from like, hey, that's a normal sized pig boar
Yeah.
to Hogzilla. Okay,
Exactly.
That makes sense. I thought you were implying this thing was like in its infancy and was this big, and I was going to say they should have left
That's
it.
King Kong. That's the plot to the movie King Kong.
Is it?
Like the most recent one
Oh,
with Samuel L. Jackson.
I thought I saw that. I don't remember anything about Baby King Kong.
Now, I'm going to take a slight detour
As we do.
into part 2 of this.
Part 2.
Part 2.
But we're in part 1.
Part 1 is over.
Levi, I'm not ready.
That's all of Hogzilla. Hogzilla was a very large pig. It was crazy.
That's such a big hog.
It's such a big hog. Now we're going to swerve into the follow-up. The sequel, if you will.
Hogzilla 2. The return
Nay.
of Hogzilla.
Not Hogzilla 2.
The Reckoning.
Monster Pig. I need to pull up its wiki. Hang on. So you
That's
can see
not
it.
as cool of a name as Hogzilla. I'm gonna change my Twitter name to Hogzilla.
Hogzilla.
Oh, I'm not.
So, Monster Pig.
That's a big pig.
This is in 2007. Reports come in that an 11-year-old boy in Anniston, Alabama, shot a hog weighing 1,051 pounds and measuring 9 feet 4 inches.
I was about to ask long or tall, and that was a stupid question. But can you imagine if it was tall?
Yeah, they gave me the measurements for like the shoulders, but it's like 3 feet because it's a fucking pig.
I'm gonna say because it's a pig. Yeah.
Now the claim, there's controversy surrounding Monster Pig.
I was gonna say this pig does look slimy.
Yeah. Also, they're claiming that right there with that 11-year-old is a essentially 9.5-foot pig. Right?
Okay.
Now, here's the controversy, right?
Are you about to tell me that people have done the measurements of this 11-year-old, compared it to stereotypical 11-year-olds, and then measured out this pig?
I'm about to tell you that forced perspective was used to make this pig look bigger than it is.
Okay.
I need to go back here real quick.
But it is a big pig.
It's a big pig. It sure is. But here's the actual photo of it.
Okay.
Compared to this.
Gotcha. They shrunk down the boy.
The boy is just further away.
Ah.
So he looks smaller against it.
I mean, that was smart.
Yeah. This was up on Monster Pig's website for the game ranch that I have in here.
It's still a big pig.
So the claim was that the hog was hunted on a 2,500 acre farm and that they tracked and chased the hog for over 3 hours. Right? It was soon revealed that the hunt was on a 150 acre low fence enclosure within the 2,500 acre commercial hunting reserve.
Okay, so they grew this pig very big and let people hunt it.
They let it as this was a thing they went and hunted. And really, it was paid for.
Yeah. These people just grew a very big pig and said, who wants to come kill a big hog?
So...
Who wants to come snuff our big hog?
That Jameson Stone is the kid, the 11-year-old's father.
I'll beat his ass.
The owner of Lost Creek Plantation $1,500 so his son could shoot a trophy wild hog there.
Okay. Seems weird.
Yeah, that's hunting.
I guess. My dad wasn't around.
But yeah, the forced perspective is used to imply that the hog, based on the measurements of the other photo, is 15 feet long.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Instead of the 9 and change that they had used in the other photo. Like, you know, if you like...
So the pig was actually 9.5 feet long?
The pig was actually 9.5 feet long.
Okay.
But this wild hog, not so wild, as it turns out.
Yeah. See, when I look at that picture...
Yeah.
I've got no... I guess it would be like spatial awareness.
Yeah.
Because when you were like, they're saying this pig's 9.5 feet long, and I was like, is it...
So my brain goes to the Lion King. And I think of Pumbaa.
Yeah?
And I think of Timon, who's a meerkat.
Yeah.
And I think of Simba when he was a cub. And like meerkats and lion cubs, not that big.
Okay.
And Pumbaa not that much bigger.
Ah. Okay.
Timon rides Pumbaa, but Timon's like tiny.
Yeah.
He's like the size of a ferret.
Okay.
That's the way my brain puts it together. Even in the live action version, mind you.
Never seen it.
Eh.
I thought it would scare me.
So it turns out this pig was purchased 4 days prior from a nearby farm. 4 days prior to the hunt. It was a domesticated pig named Fred.
Oh no.
That was raised from a piglet as a pet for the farmer's grandchildren.
All right, now who bought the pig? Did the hunting place buy it?
The hunting place bought it. It is a just completely domestic pig.
That's so bad.
It's not a hog. It's not a wild hog at all. It is
somebody's
just a pig.
It was
somebody's
piggy.
pet. Yes.
He killed him. He killed Fred.
Yeah. They killed Fred.
I was told there was a big old hog. This is just somebody's little pet piggy.
I want to point out, this is the photo that went around on like the news for Hogzilla. Mm-hmm. Where they hung it up to like show the length of it. And that's an intimidating ass picture.
It is.
That right there, them testes.
Why'd you point that out to me?
Because look at them. Holy crap. They're as big as the man's head.
So you're telling me that this big old hog probably had a big old hog. Dude, that thing is so big.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing of it is like, this is a actual wild pig, essentially.
This isn't Fred.
This isn't Fred. This is back to Hogzilla.
Yeah, I'm just saying this isn't some pet pig that someone's named Fred.
Its tusks were like, hang on, where was it? I was looking at this. Its tusks were like, I want to say, like 18 to 26 inches, like on top and bottom.
That's a lot of tusks.
Yeah, and a lot of that is inside the mouth, obviously.
Yeah.
But like these things are still poking out at like 8 inches. That's freaking wild, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it's like that's what makes this more scary to me than a lot of like things that we just don't know anything about. Is that this is a thing that can happen. You remember a couple months ago, 30 to 40 wild feral hogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that going on. Imagine 30 to 40 Hogzillas.
That's terrifying.
Isn't it?
Man, that was a good time on Twitter, though.
It sure was. But like it's in Cabela's. Like it got places.
I see that.
From the director of Skinwalkers and Jason X Pig Hunt, based on the size of that hog.
That thing's scary looking.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where I'm at with these two. I think
well, not even these two. It's pretty much just one, and then a big pig.
And then a big pig. It's an actual like natural occurrence between a domesticated pig and a wild hog, and then somebody who tried to 2 years later
kind of hop on that
drum
clout.
up some money and get the clout for it.
I wonder where that kid is.
Yeah, he was 11 in 07, so he's like, what? How does time work?
If he was 11, so he's a year older than I am, so he's 24.
We can go to Alabama and find him. Or not.
Or we could. Our first cryptid hunt for this kid.
Oh no.
Man.
Yeah, and these are things that are in our back door, too.
In our back door.
In our back door. Just waiting to bust.
That big hog's in my back door?
That's a big hog at your back door. He's knocking. You gonna let him in?
Oh, man.
I love this hog episode. This is great.
I love this hog.
That's one great
You
hog.
can quote me on it. I love this dude's hog.
But so for me, this opened up an interesting idea of looking at the formerly.
I mean, why don't we just go through some of these real quick? Doesn't seem like there's a lot.
There's not, and that's like what made it interesting to me was that the turtle was one of the main ones that I was like, oh, it just says former.
So tell me about this turtle.
Yeah,
let me hear more about this turtle.
The Honkeem turtle.
The Honkeem turtle.
Let's see.
Big turtle.
Vietnamese mythology. It was an important figure in Vietnamese mythology. Scientists did not believe the turtle existed until March 24th, 98. Team scientists videotaped the creature and caught several live samples.
I'd like to see the
entire world
videotape.
because the animal was thought to have never existed and considered a cryptid was proven real. Shows that they might seem unrealistic. Turtle is described to have a walrus head.
I can see that.
And a pig nose.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the idea is that this was one of the possible population, very small. This is a Vietnamese legend that turned out to just be real.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Rooted in Vietnamese folklore, believed to be the creature that lives in the lake. Same mythical creature that helped the Vietnamese king fend off Chinese nearly 6 centuries ago.
See, this is what I want to point to
440 pounds.
I'm sure we're going to get people who are going to be like, why are you spending time doing this? None of this is real.
Yeah.
I'm going to point to our big turtle boy.
In 98, they found out this turtle was real.
God, dude, that's a big turtle.
After,
How big is this turtle?
This particular specimen, which weighed 440 pounds.
It's a big turtle.
Measured 6 feet 3 inches.
A turtle is taller than I. A turtle would do great on Tinder.
That's a point guard.
It's a big point guard in today's NBA.
But yeah, that's the size of a sea turtle. This lives in a lake in Vietnam. Last sighting recently. This website's not great.
What did it say? Oh yeah, last sighting just recently. All right, is recently a hyperlink?
No, it is not.
Okay, I can't see that far.
Yeah,
but that means it's been sighted
Hanoi, Vietnam. Yeah.
This is
by spring of 2011. Concerned the specimens more frequent than usual surfacing and apparent lesions on its body. City authorities started to attempt to capture a giant reptile, take it for medical treatment. On February 9th, local turtle farm operator was chosen to prepare. It's hard to catch a large, very soft shell turtle. On March 31st, turtle went to shore. On April 11th, turtle was netted in an operation that involved members of Vietnamese military.
Interesting.
Capture the creature was put into an enclosed constructed. Yeah, on an island in the middle of the lake for study and treatment. Turtle was determined to be female. Genetic research suggested that it was distinct from swine turtles in China and Dong Mo in Vietnam. Some doubt has been cast on the results, given the difficulty of sexing turtles and the lack of claimed genetic proof.
Interesting.
This was in, what did I say?
2011. It's not
Some
too long
witnesses
ago.
believe there are at least 2 or 3 turtles living in that, and that the smaller one appears more regularly.
Can you imagine you're just at the lake one day, and there's just a 6-foot-long turtle?
That'd be terrifying.
It would be. I think.
Could you imagine being in the center of Lake Lanier?
No, first of all, no, because I won't. I won't go there. It's haunted by the ghost of the town that we killed.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
I didn't know about that until like a year ago.
Yeah, that's like one of the biggest things about that, and I can't wait to go into Lake Lanier and its hauntedness.
We're gonna have to go to Lake Lanier.
Listen, I used to just live on Lake Lanier.
I'm Levi. I got big houses. I lived on the lake.
In popular media.
Ooh.
In the popular cartoon, The Amazing World of Gumball,
okay,
the turtle that Gumball's dad accidentally gets instead of a dog is most likely a home-keem turtle due to its very distinctive head and mouth.
Interesting. That's a
Here's
dude.
that turtle. Look at that. Oh,
that's a
big old turtle.
It looks like a little pancake for a back.
It's a soft shell turtle. Look at it.
I'm sure.
Hang on. Why is Superintendent Chalmers in this picture list?
And it just says Angry Chalm. What is that?
It's showing like other cryptid stuff.
Oh,
This is
the
the
skunk
ape. I don't know.
That one was just a bear.
It was just going into, I guess, what these people are talking to.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Skinner.
All right, so it's what people have posted. Okay. I don't know what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I was not in the minority of people who found out recently through Twitter that turtle shells are part of like their skeleton.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that. It's kind of, I don't like it anymore. Now I feel really bad for all the turtles I've seen with broken shells.
Yeah. That was one of those things I ended up knowing because I wanted to be a biologist at one point.
Yeah.
And I was like looking into that sort of thing. But yeah, this is mostly important because this and the Hogzilla, not Monster Pig.
Monster Pig was a scam. And if that kid's listening, I'll beat you up.
This helps prove that cryptids can actually just be real.
Yeah.
Like this is one of the best examples of that. And like they mark extinct animals on here, like the eastern cougar. And then they mark hoaxes on this. This is a really useful website for that sort of thing. African peacocks were former. They turned out to be real also. Yeah, they're just peacocks.
They're just peacocks that live in Africa.
First sighting was in 1936. And yeah,
I don't like peacocks.
Peacocks are mean and they smell.
Well, I don't know about the second part.
They go to a petting zoo. You don't actually. Never mind. I just realized I didn't even look at you. Don't stop looking at me. He doesn't.
I can't smell. I just can't. Maybe if we find Bigfoot and he can fix my nose.
Oh, maybe. That'd be wild.
It would be crazy.
I'm trying to see if there are any other former on this list. Like I know.
What is that thing up there on the right?
Which?
It kind of looks like. What is that?
The Mahamba.
Interesting.
I don't know anything about this, but just based off this photograph, it reminds me of the former species of crocodile that used to live that had longer legs, so they could move faster on land.
It kind of looks like a crocodile and armadillo mix. It's the little stripe on its back.
Yeah, it's a big old fucking crocodile.
God,
look at that.
We'll cover that.
That's another thing.
So there seems to be a whole genre of these that are just very big animals.
Yeah.
Which I guess if you break it down, Bigfoot's just a really big primate.
Yeah.
And the Pukwudgie is really just a big scary hedgehog.
Yeah, and that's sort of like this breaks it down here. It's like hairy humanoids, giant bats, dinosaurs and pterosaurs, dragons and dragonoids.
Now, is this saying that dinosaurs are cryptids?
It's saying that dragons are cryptids.
No, but it does say...
The dinosaurs and pterosaurs is like ones that didn't go extinct.
Okay.
Like your Champy and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this was saying dinosaurs were cryptids. And I was like, man, if we can have dinosaur episodes, man, I'll go find my old dinosaur toys.
Bust out Jurassic Park. Here we go.
God, I hated the new ones.
Yeah. I liked BD Wong, as the bad guy.
We can't get going on Jurassic Park.
No, we can't.
Dude, I'm excited. I don't like hiking. I don't like being outdoors. This will get me out. I will go camp for 3 days in the Tennessee mountains to find Bigfoot.
This is another one that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's Australian Bigfoot. The Yowie. Yeah.
I kind of like him.
Yeah, he's got claws.
He does have little claws. Yeah, I've seen a couple from Australia.
Yeah.
And they seem to be kind of crazy, like the bunny.
But that,
that kind of tracks.
To, the whole continent island.
Like Bunyip, who I will probably cover.
Yeah.
My next one might be like a double, kind of like how yours was.
Yeah, kind of like how I've covered.
Because
I covered our pigs.
You did. You covered our hogs.
All our hogs are covered.
Mm-hmm. You covered my hog. Oh, man. All my hog needs, you filled. You shouldn't have.
So this has been My Neighbor Mothman. We talked about Hogzilla.
My neighbor Hogman.
My neighbor Hogman. We talked about Hogzilla and Monster Hog, and then also a little bit about that turtle.
The big Vietnamese turtle.
Big Vietnamese turtle. The Hon Kim turtle.
He kind of looks nice.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time.
I'm Zachary.
I'm Levi.
Also Zachary. That's kind of the bit that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Is that it's Zachary? This has been My Neighbor Mothman. We'll be back soon.
See you next time.
Wait. Before we go, which one of these am I riding? Because we've kind of done a whole thing with the baby Bjorn.
Oh.
I think I'd like to ride Hogzilla.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Hogzilla would be more dangerous to ride.
I know, it's the thrill.
It's the thrill?
Just throw a little saddle on him?
I just want Monster Pig to, hang out.
I feel bad for Monster Pig.
Monster Pig, I wrote down something about Monster Pig.
Okay, all right.
Did I not write it down?
Now you tease the audience.
I know. There was something that they would feed him things that he enjoyed. Like they had like a snack that was special for him.
That's very sweet.
Yeah. And they sold him. No, it's super messed up, dude.
I know. Now
Absolutely.
you've ended this on a sad note. Fred the monster pig had a special snack that he loved. And that stupid little kid was like, I want to kill a pig. All right, end the episode.
We see all this stuff.
I'm going to cry. That's it.